back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I tell you what fucking annoys me. There's not much. Very little annoys me. But people who say, I'm just in a silly mood. Like they're just being annoying cunts, but they're like, I'm just in a silly mood. And it's always something lame they're doing as well. I'm just in a silly mood. And they'll be like dancing or something. They're never in a silly mood and like getting their tits out, are they? I'm just in a silly mood, and they just pop a titty out and start twisting a nipple. That's a silly mood. You dancing and singing at the dinner table is just fucking annoying. I don't know what's come over me. I'm in such a silly mood. Shut up, cunt. There was this bitch we went to dinner with fucking the other night. A girl one of our mates is like trying to hook up with. My God, what an insufferable cunt she was. She was one of those silly mood cunts. Like, we're all sitting there miserable eating garlic bread like you're meant to be, and she's there with her eyes closed fucking dancing in her chair. I just felt like flipping the table and punching her punching her in the fucking face. I'm in a silly mood too, cunt. It's a different type of silly. It's like that saying, like, dance like no one is watching, sing like fucking no one's listening. I forget what the other part is. But that just makes you a fucking annoying cunt. Don't actually fucking enact that saying in the world. Just have it hanging on your wall or something, or tattoo it on your fucking forearm. Don't enact it in the world. Because even if you're dancing like no one is watching, people are watching and they want to fucking smash you in the face. On top of that, this bitch had this fucking high-pitched, annoying fucking voice as well. It was so goddamn annoying. And every single thing that fucking came out of it was like some I know more than you bullshit. And for some reason, this pussy whipped cunt is laughing at every single thing this fucking annoying cunt is saying. This might be a little bit too violent first thing Monday morning. And I think I've broken my cunt record. But I'm in a fucking silly mood. I'm in a real fucking silly mood. I can't believe how much I hated this cunt. It wasn't just me either. It was everyone at the table except the guy that was trying to fuck her. Which makes sense because the puss can blind you sometimes. And you can end up turning a blind eye on things that if someone else was doing it, you would flip the table yourself and fucking slap them around. That would be the number one red flag for me. If a girl is like singing and dancing to herself in a group of people, and I don't mean like a Latina is hearing a drum beat and she's just got the rhythm in her body. I mean this cunt was making a show of how she can just enjoy life by herself over there dancing. She doesn't need anything. Shut up! Stop dancing in your fucking chair. That's my advice for today. Don't be a fucking chair dancer. I mean, like, it's hard to explain. If a good song comes on, and you're drunk, you can go, woo, and have a little dance in the chair. But you can't fucking dance for like 3 songs in a row at a table full of people to yourself over there just fucking grooving. And we all have to watch you. Just leave. Take your silly mood, take your fucking chair, and sit it outside. Oh my God, I hope he doesn't end up with this bitch. Anyway, it's Monday. Happy Monday to everyone. This is a good start to a Monday. I know none of you are chair dancers, and you would hate this bitch as much as me. Anyway, it's Monday, and I missed it last week, but it is Ask Boyle time. Send me a question, I'll throw you a line, 'cause it's Ask Boyle time. Ask Boyle. So before we get going, if you would like to ask me a question, send it in to my email, boylecomedy@gmail.com, or just send it into the Patreon if you're a subscriber. So this week's question, sometimes people send me questions and they sound urgent. Like, I really need some advice here, man. And I'm like, can you just reframe this as like an Ask Boyle question and I'll get to it next Monday? I'm not on the fucking clock here. I'll get to it next Monday. I don't care if your mum's threatening to OD on fentanyl. Get in line. All right. Anyway, this question was sent in by my man Jack. Jack fucking River over there in the UK. So Jack's question is this. I've been sober 6 months now and my life is immeasurably better. Only problem is I can now see when other people also need to quit alcohol. One of these people is my best mate and member of my band. I used to drink with him all the time. He's becoming a full-blown alcoholic, drinking a bottle of whiskey by midday at band practice sometimes. I can see he needs help because he's starting to become a danger to himself. Fell down the stairs of a bus and cracked his head the other day. Got told his liver and heart were crying out for help by doctors and just laughed it off. It's hard to connect with him on a level when he's fucked and I'm sober too. And I fear the music may start to suffer. But how do I get through to him and help him get help? I know I didn't want to listen when people first tried helping me. Do you think it all has to come from within? Well, Jack, you have come to the right place. See, this is a tough one because I really don't know how to help people. My mum's an alcoholic. I've never been able to convince her to stop drinking. My mate Sean, he needs to give up drinking like 6 months ago. Haven't been able to get through to him. I remember when my fucking brother was a bonghead and he was sliding down the schizophrenic path. I wasn't able to fucking get through to him either. I've seen other people destroy their lives as well with heaps of fucking people trying to help them. They never worked it out. I watched one of my best mate's brothers fucking OD'd on meth. They were trying to help him for fucking years. It's a very fucking tough game trying to help someone. I think everyone knows it's very hard to get anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. I mean, you look at all the alcoholics around, all the junkies. They have families, friends. Well, most of them. Some of them don't. But a lot of them have people who care about them and are trying to get them off. And that's not working. I feel like 99.9% of it has to come from within. Besides like intervention type stuff, which I don't even know if that works. I've known a couple of people who have been intervened and it did not work. But you have to address it. You do have to address it with your friend. You have to let them know that you know they're fucked. And if they're a true addict, they'll agree with everything you're saying just to shut you the fuck up and then continue what they're doing. You will think you've gotten through to them, but you have not gotten through to them. The best thing you can do is just be sort of there for them. And there's a very fine line you need to tread there between being there for them and enabling them. Enabling them is the wrong thing to do, but it's also very hard because you want to keep them safe, but you also want... it's such a fucking mess. What's happened to me and my friends who have eventually hit rock bottom and then decided to, at least for a couple of months, stop what they're doing. When they're ready, they come to you. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I could have done personally to have got them to stop drinking or taking drugs or whatever. But when they're ready, they come to me. Like, when they're rock bottom, they come to me. I'm the person they want to talk to because obviously they know I've been at rock bottom before as well. But that's about all the advice I can give you on that. You've got to be the guy that your mate wants to turn to when he's ready. It's just very hard for anyone to get anyone to stop what they're doing. You can guilt them, you can threaten them, you can do whatever you want to them, but unless they're ready, you just have to bide your time and you just have to be the guy they turn to when they're ready. All right, Jack, I hope that helped. That's it for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around with your friends, and I'll see ya the fuck later.